Right.
Okay.
I was gonna say, now you can correct me on this. I don't remember all the details, but I do remember you putting me on to the Guess Who's Coming to Dinner video on World Star, and I checked that video out and laughed the whole way through it. Thought it was dope, and kind of just like I got my little entertainment for the day, but being the person I am, I took that name and researched other stuff.
Right.
And it went from that was funny to like I'm speechless now because it's a whole different vibe going from that video to when you hear Dear Father,
Right.
or
Right.
my ex ringtone, Death Before Dishonor.
Right.
So when I heard those songs, that's when I was like, hey man, I gotta get this stuff to Vic, and I gotta get it to Vic on some covert operations, like a blank disc with nothing written on it. Just put this in and press play. Don't say nothing. Just listen. Because when you come at Vic, check this girl out. It's not gonna happen. And so, now look, tell me this, Al. I know you told me about that video, but did you hear the other songs before I did? Okay.
Well, you like Steve Nash.
Oh yeah. It wasn't a game no more. It was dead serious. Like y'all both know. Like when I heard that music, when I brought it back to you, it was no smiles on my face. I was like, this is not a game right
I
here,
think
man.
that's the best part about being able to do music, because you're able to get that emotion, laugh. I can make you laugh, and then I can make a record that evoke a different emotion.
Definitely.
And that's the greatest part about making music for me, that I'm able to do that, because I don't just want to make one side of music, one-dimensional music. So. Right. Thank you. Please do. Please do.
And see, for me, I go so hard because, to me, like I said, once I heard these other songs and I saw that potential and I saw that talent, it was like, man, I've been knowing artists, rappers for years. I've heard this and I heard that, but this is like on some different stuff. Like Al told me a story years ago about meeting Tupac when he was just getting started out. Those are feelings I have when I hear a song like Dear Father. Like I said, I've heard dope artists from the first time I got with Vic years ago, and he introduced me to these artists on the underground scene. I've been digging artists for a while, but this is a whole other level right here, man. This is, I would say, definitely a legend in the making, and I'm honored to be sitting right next to it right now.
Now I'm smiling.
I'm inspired. I'm inspired by Nati's music. I'm rocking the business-minded bosses B.O.B. shirt.
B.O.B. Know that.
I just quit my job and started my own business. That was part of the thought process in that.
I think I should quit my. Appreciate it, Al. 404-523-8989 is the magical number. Nati in the building.
Yeah.
I want to get some more music in.
What we got?
Let Nati pick one. Let her pick
Looking
one.
at it like it's a menu. He is looking at it like it's a menu at a restaurant.
Hold up. So we got here. I pass this over to Nati.
I know, but I kind of like the idea of having y'all, because y'all support me so much. So I want to know
what we rocking with.
Yeah, I want to know what y'all rocking with, because me, it's my music. I just
run
it straight through, so I want to know what y'all want to play.
Do you still have the clothing store?
No, I don't have the clothing store out there anymore. I was out there in Plaquemine for a minute, but I'm back in New Orleans now, back and forth. Yeah, so.
I gotta say something. I love your nails. Like, they're so cool.
Thank you.
Like, they're so different, and I love them. Look at her nails. They're so cool.
I'm be honest.
You're not a chick. You're not a chick, so you won't know. But I love them.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
That's some diva stuff.
Yeah.
But what is it? What is it? I mean, I don't understand.
Nails, J nails, stiletto nails.
Yeah.
Do you know, Carlos?
No.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
Okay, if you guys knew, I would be worried. That's all I gotta say.
Good point.
They cost a lot.
I mean, no, not really. It's just you don't have to cost. It don't have to cost that much to have style.
That's right.
Oh, I mean,
Style right here. You can't put a price tag on this, baby.
I got a quick question, man. We're going to this caller. 2 years, I never knew this. What's the origin of the name Nati?
That's kind of like a long story.
that's not your birth name?
No.
Okay.
Nah.
I thought it was.
It's just a nickname that my aunt gave to me. My family just called me Nati, T baby. It started off like my oldest aunt. She used to call me T baby. Oh, T baby, whatever. And then they just started calling me Nut, Nati. It's a long story, maybe.
So I have a question, because I know there's like a lot of guys listening, and there are a lot of guys that went and checked you out online, and you know you're a very beautiful lady.
Thank you.
Do you have time for a man in your life right now, or is there a special man in your life, or is that like something you're just kind of figuring out what you're doing now and you'll worry about that later?
All of them are special.
In their own way, right? That was a great answer.
But you know,
look at her grinning. Like
yeah, I know, I'm smiling. Who wants a shout out? So you're gonna have people on my Instagram and my Twitter.
You know what? The sad part.
Guess what? Whoever I treat my man special.
This song just went through my head. The Trey Songz Gucci Man record.
Oh yeah, 4 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
4 in the morning.
At the end of the
Guess who's
song?
coming to dinner?
No, but it's on my phone.
Right.
They'll get you.
Hey, man, since you brought it up, man, let's go into 13, man. That was the track that started it all, man.
13.
Track 13 is the one that started it all.
Know that.
Guess
who's coming to dinner?
404-523-8989. They can rethink some things.
Right. Now, I got a question. If you watch the BET Hip Hop Awards a couple of days ago, you may remember a speech that Rakim gave. And Rakim talked about the direction that he was hoping that hip hop goes in the next 25 years, and hoping that somebody step forward to kind of, carry the torch over the next 25 years. Like, what's your take on that?
Well, I didn't see the Hip Hop Awards. You want to know where I think it should go, or where hopefully I think it should go?
Right.
I wanted to go where I'm trying to take it. I'm trying to bring that reality back, lyricism. When you put in someone's record and you're excited, you're not skipping songs just to hear the single, or I'm trying to bring it back to when people were excited about hip hop,
Right.
about music in general, not just about buying into someone's gimmick or someone's brand. I want the music to be the main thing. So hopefully that happens again. And if I have anything to do with it, it will.
Have you, does hip hop still inspire you? Are you inspired by hip hop today in the state that it's in right now?
I like certain artists, if anything now, it inspires me to make the type of music that I make. So you might hear me sometimes, I might have a record like Dear High Industry or Dear Old Me, just because I don't hear people doing that.
I love Dear Old Me.
Thank you.
Do you have that clean?
I don't have that one.
Oh, you sucker. I love that
I
record.
don't have that one. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
so
would have it.
to hear those records, make sure you get my new mixtape, The Coronation, 3dnit.com.
Do you have the record that we was talking about with the story? I can't think, because you just play music. I don't know what notes.
Lil' Kim?
Lil' Kim.
Yes. You got that?
I don't have that one either.
You know what's sad?
Yeah,
That's sad when you have so many hot records that you have. We got like what?
21 songs.
And then how many I got on this disc?
Probably another 10. I got 21 songs and we still can't satisfy everybody, man, because there's so much good music, man.
That's a good thing.
But this high industry, we're going to get into that in a minute. And one of the things I appreciate about Nati is that she lives her music, and that in this song, she's talking about how the industry can be unfair at times, and that you shouldn't go for anything you're offered. And she can be a living testament to that, because she has turned down some very unfair deals over the past year or so. So I don't know if that's something that you wanted to speak on, but to me that takes courage. That takes courage.
It took a lot of courage. I guess, well, I know the situation that you're talking about, because it wasn't just one situation. Yeah, I know you're speaking of turning down a deal with Timberland.
Right.
I actually, a production deal was offered, and management deals and stuff like that, but, I turned that down, and it wasn't, a lot of people was like, oh, you turned down a deal with Timberland. It wasn't me turning down a deal with that person. It was me turning down a deal that I didn't think was beneficial for me as an artist, for me as a person.
It wasn't personal.
Right, it wasn't personal at all. I loved him, and I love, everything that he's done for music. But it is kind of, that wasn't the only deal that I turned down, but it wasn't, I guess you can't say that it's hard, but when you're trying to be true to yourself and true to your music, and you have to make some difficult choices. And in the long run, I know it's going to pay off, because it really is. Some things I can't talk about, but it's paying off,
Well, I like the fact that you're not the first lady of.
Right.
I'm tired of the first lady of.
Right. Well, that's true, but I guess you got to do it all in the right way, because some males just sign a female just to say that they have a female.
Exactly.
I think whoever would sign me, or say if there was the situation and I was the first lady of, that title wouldn't even matter.
Right.
Because I would be holding my own with my male counterparts. So it'll be, yeah, she's the girl that rap with them, but man, did you hear her project? You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't, the main thing that they would talk about with me would be my music, I think. So it wouldn't be just, oh yeah, she's the first lady.
Well, even with that being said, like, a lot of these female rappers who become the first lady of whatever, they haven't laid a foundation. It's like they just poof.
That's true.
Like,
that's true.
And that's no discredit to any of them. They probably was doing their thing wherever, but it's just like poof.
Some of them got to get in where they fit in.
Right.
I'm trying to carve a lane here.
You know a phrase you never heard? You never heard Lauryn Hill being the first lady of the Fugees.
Right, exactly.
There was some other rappers in the
Good
Fugees?
point.
Good point.
Good point, though. That's a great point.
I mean, I didn't know there was other rappers in the Fugees.
Hey,
I like that, Carlos. That's gonna stick with me.
good.
404-523-8989.